From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the show tonight, the Election Commission's SIR exercise is creating panic in Bengal. Republic Bangla is bringing you tonight a super exclusives of infiltrators who are revealing where they are from, where they came from, and why they are stuck right now. Infiltrators on tape for the first time. At 8:40 p.m. this evening, why I think Anil Ambani should be arrested and why I think it's absolutely embarrassing that the government is giving him such a long rope. And at 9 o'clock tonight, as the 10/11 blast exposes a deep nexus, the usual suspects are out. A week after the blast, the terror sympathizers and why they should be locked up first. And ladies and gentlemen, I come to you with an exclusive, but with not just another exclusive this evening. In this case, we have infiltrators who have decided to expose the Mamata Banerjee government. Mamata Banerjee says there are no infiltrators in Bengal, and she defends the infiltrators. She says, why is it my responsibility to throw them out? Who allowed them to come in the first place? Go ask the BSF, she says. Now tonight we have all these people on tape who have been recorded in Basirhat by the Republic Bangla reporter and camera team. And all of these people have packed up their belongings because they know that once the Bihar elections are over, the focus of the special intensive revision is going to be in Bengal, and since that is going to be the case, they are worried that the police, if not the West Bengal police, then other security agencies, the BSF and other central agencies will come and locate them. And having found out that these are illegal infiltrators, will put them in jail. So they're doing the right thing. They're trying to run back to Bangladesh, which is where they belong. Ladies and gentlemen, it's interesting to see that the local Trinamool Congress leaders are taking very good care of them. They're getting them food. They are taking care of them, they are defending them, and all these people are giving out their stories. They are saying we paid 5,000 to 6,000 rupees to enter India. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. 5,000 rupees is all it takes to enter India. And with a few more thousand rupees, you can get an Aadhaar card. You can get some other form of semi-official citizenship proof, and the Trinamool government knows this, which is why they want the criteria for citizenship to be extremely lax. They do not want them to be stringent. Now, in a situation where you can pay 5,000 rupees, self-confessed, to enter India, a few more thousand rupees to get an Aadhaar card, what is the solution? These are people who, had the government in Delhi not been stringent, they would have been voting, and probably for Mamata Banerjee the next time. Interestingly, some of these people are now saying that it is the state government which has freed them. Does this mean that for such a long time, and the question must be asked, were they under some kind of control of the Mamata Banerjee government? Has Mamata Banerjee's government now realized that under the new scheme of SIR, these people are no longer useful cannon fodder, that they cannot be used to cast a vote for the Trinamool Congress, which is why they have been freed. Interestingly, these people are locked up, ladies and gentlemen, in this area, waiting to go home. And all of this is happening, ladies and gentlemen, all of this is happening in Basirhat. Basirhat, some 50 to 100 kilometers or less from Kolkata. Basirhat has a 30-mile, it's a border district, not very far from Kolkata, North Chobbish Pargana and beyond. And it has 30 miles of a border, adjoining border with Bangladesh. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where the Muslim population of Bengal is growing by the day. And why is the Muslim population of Bengal growing? Why are Hindus becoming a minority in South Bengal? Because Muslim infiltrators are being welcomed with open arms by Mamata Banerjee, who is only keen on one thing, the Muslim vote bank. It is interesting that when the Republic Bangla mic is put before them, each one of them comes up with their personal confession. Ladies and gentlemen, in that sense, the report that we are about to show is rightly called hashtag the Infiltrator Tapes. Let's show this.
Carrying bags on their heads and shoulders. Whatever they can as they walk towards the border crossing in Basirhat. These Bangladeshis are stuck and the BSF is keeping a close watch on them.
দাদা কোথায় থেকে আপনারা আসছেন?
আমরা নিউটাউন থানাতে আছি।
কোথায় যাবেন কোথায়?
বাংলাদেশ যাব।
কোথায় ছিলেন?
নিউটাউন থানা।
ছিলেন ওখানে?
হ্যাঁ, শরীরগড়ির মধ্যে।
তো আমরা এখানে এইভাবে এখানে অনেক লোক দেখছি বসে আছেন কেন?
ওরা চলে যাবে বাংলাদেশ।
আপনিও কি যাবেন?
হ্যাঁ, আমিও চলে যাব।
কতদিন আগে আপনি এখানে এসেছিলেন?
আমি আইসে প্রায় 10 বছর মতো।
এসেছিলেন? তো এখানকার কোনো ডকুমেন্ট তৈরি করেছেন?
আমি কোনো তৈরি করিনি।
তো এখানে বাস করার কোনো ডকুমেন্ট নেই?
না।
This Bangladeshi here claims he worked as a carpenter. He was working in Salt Lake. He tells our reporter there was no need for papers at a time when India is debating SIR. Interestingly, he says the government says he's free to go back. Suspiciously, he doesn't mention which government.
আমরা ছিলাম কলকাতায়।
হ্যাঁ
কলকাতায়
কোথায় ছিলেন?
কলকাতা বিভিন্ন জায়গা থাকতাম, কাশীপুর।
আমরা কিভাবে এই রাজ্যে এসেছেন?
আমরা তো অ্যাকচুয়ালি পাসপোর্ট করে আসা হয়নি, ঠিক আছে?
হ্যাঁ,
পাসপোর্ট ভিসা করে আসা হয়নি আমাদের।
আপনারা এলেন কিভাবে এপারে?
আমরা এসেছি একমাত্র দালালের মাধ্যমে।
কলকাতায় এসে এখানে কত বছর ছিলেন?
2 বছর হলো।
এখন চলে যাচ্ছেন কেন?
এখন যেহেতু সরকার এটা বাধ্যতা করেছে আর থাকা যাবে না।
যখন প্রবেশ করেন তখন কত টাকা দিয়েছিলেন?
তখন মোটামুটি 5-7 হাজার
দিয়েছেন। তো এখন কিভাবে যাবেন?
এখন তো সরকার আমাদের ফ্রি করে দিয়েছে, আমরা ফ্রিতে তার জন্য যেতে পারছি।
কোন পথে দিয়ে আমরা এসেছিলেন?
আমরা এসেছিলাম বনগা দিয়ে।
বনগা দিয়ে এসেছিলেন? তো এইখান থেকে এবার কিভাবে যাবেন? কোনো দালাল কি ধরেছেন?
না, এখন তো সরকার আমাদের পার করে দিচ্ছে, আমরা দেশে গেলে আমরা
আপনাদের কাছে তো ভারতীয় টাকা আছে, এগুলোকে নিয়ে কি করবেন?
এখন ভারতীয় টাকা কি করব, যা আছে খেয়ে দিয়ে শেষ করে ফেলবো।
এই যে প্রচুর যে রয়েছে বাংলাদেশি, এদের সঙ্গে আমরা কথাও বলেছিলাম। এদের যেটা দাবি, কেউ এসছে 5 বছর আগে, কেউ এসছে 6 বছর আগে। পুরো সীমান্ত যে কাঁটাতার, সেই কাঁটাতার থেকে তারা অবৈধভাবে তারা এখানে প্রবেশ করেছিল। প্রবেশ করার পর তারা আবার এসআইআরের আবহে তারা আবার বাংলাদেশে প্রবেশের চেষ্টা করছে। কেউ ছিল কলকাতায়, কেউ ছিল সল্টলেকে, কেউ ছিল হাওড়া সহ রাজ্যের বিভিন্ন জায়গায়। এদিকে আমি ক্যামেরা পার্সনকে বলবো, এদিকে প্রচুর দেশি একদম এই যে স্বরূপনগরের সীমান্তবর্তী হাকিমপুর চেকপোস্টে তারা কিন্তু আশ্রয় নিয়েছে। একেবারে ব্যাগ নিয়ে তাদের যে শেষ সম্বল ছিল, এই যে বড় বড় যে ব্যাগে করে তারা সমস্ত রকমের বাড়ির যে জিনিসপত্র, সেই সমস্ত জিনিসপত্র নিয়ে তারা কিন্তু এখানে এসেছে। তারা আবার বাংলাদেশে প্রবেশের চেষ্টা করছে। তাদের যেটা দাবি যে তারা আবার বাংলাদেশে ফিরে যাবে।
At the Hakimpur border in Swarupnagar, there are hundreds of them that the Republic Bangla team encountered. Some from Newtown, many from Salt Lake. The timing is interesting. 48 hours after the Bihar elections and just ahead of the Bengal SIR exercise.
আপনি দাদা কলকাতায় কোথায় ছিলেন?
সল্টলেকে।
হ্যাঁ,
সল্টলেকে।
কত বছর ধরে ছিলেন?
এই 2 বছর।
কিভাবে এসেছিলেন এপারে?
এই এসেছিলাম চোরাই পথে।
টাকা দিয়ে এসেছিলেন?
জি, দালালের মাধ্যমে।
এবার কি করবেন?
সরকার ফ্রি করে দিয়েছে চলে যাওয়ার জন্য, চলে যাচ্ছে।
এখানে কি করতেন কি?
এখানে রাজমিস্ত্রি কাজ করতাম।
The local Pradhan looks uncertain. Listen to her stutter and struggle for answers.
এরা মানে এখানেই ছিল, পশ্চিমবঙ্গের ভিতরেই ছিল, এরা এখানে ওদেরকে তাড়িয়ে দেওয়া হয়েছে।
তাড়িয়ে দেওয়া হচ্ছে? এরা তো বলছে যে আমরা অবৈধভাবে মানে এপারে এসেছিলাম গত 4 বছর আগে। তাহলে এরা তাহলে এখানে তাহলে কিভাবে তাহলে এতদিন ধরে বাস করছিল?
মানে এখানে অবৈধভাবেই ছিল। তাহলে
এখানে এতদিন ধরে অবৈধভাবে ছিল, তাহলে রাজ্য সরকার তাহলে এদেরকে নিয়ে কি করছিল, কি বলবেন?
কেন্দ্র বাইরেও তো ছিল,
মানে পশ্চিম কেন্দ্রের বাইরেও তো ছিল। এবার
এরা তো দাবি করছে কোথায় সল্টলেক, হাওড়া, হুগলি এ সমস্ত জায়গাতে এরা অবৈধভাবে বাস করছিল। এর সঙ্গে আমরা কথা বলেছিলাম, এরা পরিষ্কার বলেছেন যে অবৈধভাবে সীমান্ত পেরিয়ে বাস করছিল।
তখনকার স্টেপ নেওয়া হয়নি, যখন ওনারা এসেছিল তখন তো স্টেপটা নিতে হতো।
Republic Bangla in 2021 had exposed the nexus of people being brought into the state to vote for a price.
তুমি কবে আসছো বাংলাদেশ থেকে?
এই কিছুদিন আগে আসছি।
আচ্ছা, তো পরিবার কোথায় তোমার?
পরিবার বাংলাদেশেই আছে।
তো এখানে এসে কি ভোট দেবে তুমি?
হ্যাঁ, এখানে ভোট দেওয়ার জন্য আসছি।
ভোট দেওয়ার জন্য আসছো, তো ভোটার কার্ড আছে তোমার কাছে?
হ্যাঁ, কার্ড আছে।
কে পঞ্চায়েত বানায় দিছে?
হ্যাঁ।
ওরা ওরা এখানে অনুপ্রবেশ করে তারা এখানে ছিল এতদিন, আপনারা কেউ জানতে পারেননি? আপনারা সরকারে আছেন তো গত প্রায় 15 বছর ধরে আপনারা সরকারে আছেন, এতদিন জানতে পারেননি? বিজেপিরা তো দাবি করছে আপনারা এই সমস্ত অনুপ্রবেশকারীদের নাকি আশ্রয় দিয়েছেন, বিজেপিটা বলছে।
না না, এটা সম্পূর্ণ মিথ্যে। এরা যখন অবৈধভাবে আসে, প্রথমত তো বিএসএফ এর সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্টের ব্যস্ততা, তারপরে এরা দেশের কোথায় ছিল? এরা যে বাংলায় ছিল এরকম কোনো কথা নেই। এরা গুজরাটে থাকতে পারে, মুম্বাইয়ে থাকতে পারে, ইউপিতে থাকতে পারে, বিহারে থাকতে পারে। এর জন্য পশ্চিমবাংলা সরকার কেন দায়ী নেবে?
These Bangladeshis are under watch. Will they be allowed to go back? The Republic Bangla investigation continues.
Just to make it absolutely clear that the infiltrators have spoken out on tape for the first time. So Niladri of the Trinamool Congress, Tariq Ahmad Lari of the Samajwadi Party, Akhil Swami of the Congress, Atikur Rahman, Islamic scholar, Subrashta and Tuin Sinha. I want to just make one point clear to you, Niladri, that the infiltrators have said we are infiltrators. We have entered illegally. We are living in Bengal. We don't have any papers. We are now realizing that we can't stay here and we are now going to go back. And this has happened after the Bihar results, which means the infiltrators have realized that if they don't go back, they will be picked up and put in jail. So rather than be in an Indian jail, they want to go back to Bangladesh. But your leader, Mamata Banerjee, says there are no infiltrators in Bengal. She has been using them. Who are these people then who are speaking to Republic in Basirat?
Arnab, the first question which I think we should ask is how did the infiltrators enter the country? We all know it doesn't take rocket science to understand that the borders are being guarded by the BSF. And if they say that they have paid 5,000 to 6,000 rupees to enter the country, then it raises
Okay, so
serious
let's start with that premise out here. One minute. Let's say here. One minute. Let's say here that these people have paid 5 to 10,000 rupees to enter the country. And let's say that they have managed to breach the international border because there are corrupt officials on both sides. Now, but they come to a very welcoming environment where there is Didi who will take care of them. My question to you is, how did they stay here all this while? I want to go to Tuhin on that. How were they staying in Bengal all this while, and how come now they are going away? Because SIR is happening, because otherwise they'll be caught and put in jail. Tuhin, this has never happened before. The infiltrators have been caught on tape by the Republic Media Network. Tuhin.
Well, good evening, Arnab. Good evening,
Louder.
everybody. Hats off to the Republic team for always taking a very firm nationalist stand, and so it did today on the issue of illegal migration. Now, Mamata Banerjee, for her vested interest, for her vested petty political interest, has been presiding over a human catastrophe in Bengal, and she has been doing it knowingly. There is a simple calculation. From 2001 till date, The population of Bengal has grown by 31%. The total number of voters has grown by 67%. If I were the Chief Minister of Bengal, I would be alarmed. If anybody else who is firmly rooted in nationalist sentiments would be the Chief Minister, he or she would be alarmed. But here is Mamata Banerjee, here is Abhishek Banerjee, who vehemently oppose SIR. Why? The SIR would put a tab on illegal voters, would drive out illegal voters, and these people suddenly assume the form of Hussein Sohrawardi,
Niladri,
of Maulana Asha.
One of them
they threaten that we will send 1 lakh people to protest in Delhi.
Yeah, so what they're saying is...
I'm challenging them on your show, Arnab. They dare send those people to protest in Delhi. They will not even 1,000 people will support their stupid mission of coming to Delhi to protest against SIR. The same antics were employed in Bihar. What happened in Bihar? Ultimately, people punished those parties which were shielding and protecting illegal voters. And that is exactly what is going to happen in Bengal. Even now, Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee have time. They should encourage SIR, and obviously they should, get over this mindset of encouraging fake Aadhaar card scams with people like, Hakim, Firad Hakim taking the lead on these matters.
Well, I would only like to say this here. Viewers, please remember, a reporter asks, Tariq Lari, please listen to me, Akhil, Tariq Lari and Atikur Rahman, don't take a view that we have to support infiltrators because they are Muslim. Yes, they are Muslim. They are Muslim infiltrators, but most importantly, they are infiltrators. Because they are Muslim, you don't support them, Lari. Atik, if Muslims do something wrong, we have to support them. Even if they do something wrong, we have to support them because they are Muslim. No, Lari. They are Muslim, but they are doing something wrong. You must stand against them. Right? They are all Bangladeshi Muslims, Tariq. Now, my question is, these Bangladeshi Muslims, what are they saying? They are saying we are enjoying life in Bengal still now. Now we have to go back. Because SIR is coming, we will be caught. 10 years I have spent here. I don't have any papers. Now the government is making it impossible for us to stay here, so we have to go back. Which means SIR is working. There may be so many Bangladeshi infiltrators. Let's catch them in UP also. Tariq, let's catch them in UP also.
Obviously, all infiltrators should be justice.
Audio is not clear. I'll tell Akhil to come in. Audio is not clear. Audio is not clear. Akhil can come in. Akhil, what are they saying here? They are saying that we have taken everything, all our belongings, and we are running away. Subrashta, they are saying we have taken away all our belongings and running away. And I'm so happy to see these
Arnab,
people.
what is the status of Sheikh Hasina? What is the status of Sheikh Hasina, who has been declared by the International Court as a murderer? And she has been charged, and she has been given shelter in India. No other country in the world gives a shelter to a murderer. And she has been given because she had a...
It is not an international court, first of all. It is a Bangladeshi tribunal.
Are you really...
1 minute.
What is the status of...
It is not an international court, it is a Bangladeshi tribunal court.
What is Sheikh Hasina?
You don't understand the difference between a Bangladeshi tribunal court?
Who is Sheikh Hasina? Is not an infiltrator? Is not
a... You are not a serious person, so you are sounding like an infiltrator yourself now.
Doesn't understand
not a
who
Bangladeshi
infiltrators are.
Muslim?
I think the gentleman needs a crash course in understanding
Subrashta.
migration. Sir, illegal migrants are those. I don't think Sheikh Hasina had to pay 5,000, 6,000 rupees to a dalal, as the person was, as the reporter, as the Republic reporter was informed. Sir, क्या बोल रहे हैं आप? थोड़ा सा आप सर उंगली दिखा के बात मत कीजिए, थोड़ी मर्यादा में रहकर बात कीजिए. क्या बोल रहे हैं आप?
With Mr. Adani. And she was given shelter in India because she helped Adani to
I would really urge Gautam Adani sir to sue individuals like him who sit on national television and speak nonsense just because they want a Rajya Sabha seat from some party which supports Bangladeshi infiltrators.
What is the status of Sheikh
no
Hasina?
shame at this age to justify something which is as clear as daylight. Here you have illegal migrants saying
Sheikh Hasina is not a Bangladeshi Muslim.
in front of a national media.
She is a
yes, we bribes to enter the
She is
border.
illegal in
That
India.
yes, we paid
She is
5,000,
legally
6,000
in India.
rupees to enter
Or she is
illegally, and now
illegally in India.
we are being asked
Why
to
she
leave.
is in India?
And that the state of Bengal.
Why Sheikh Hasina, a murderer, is in India?
Sit here like a
Why a
carefully
murderer,
curated
Sheikh
bouquet of
Hasina, is
Bring him
in
down.
voters.
India?
Louder for
And
Suprash.
now that Mamata Banerjee is losing her
Why
mind
Sheikh
Atik,
Hasina, a
Atik.
for
murderer,
what
is
happened in
India?
Bihar due to the
Why
verdict,
you have given
she's
shelter
asking
to
them
her?
to go. This is a
Why you
story
have
on which
given-
you're asked to comment, sir. Please do not showcase your mental vacuity by saying that Sheikh Hasina paid 5,000, 6,000 rupees to surreptitiously get inside the country. I think Arnab, you should really counsel these people before they come. Give them a 5-minute course on what illegal migration is, what political migrants are, what kind of asylum does India provide, and all of those conversations.
No, Mamata
I don't
Banerjee
think,
is nothing.
in a half an hour show.
No, it's very
we
simple.
can actually have a conversation.
Mamata Banerjee,
losing your mind.
Niladri, Mamata Banerjee is nothing without the Muslim vote. Let's get our facts right. She's dependent totally on Muslim vote. Okay, she's the Muslim
Does
vote
not
leader.
matter.
She's a
Does
Muslim
not
leader.
matter. If-
She's a Muslim
if the
leader. She's a Muslim
Muslim
vote
vote
leader.
for
She's a
her,
Muslim
if the
vote bank
Muslim
leader.
people
She's
vote
not the
for
leader.
her-
She's not the chief minister for everyone. She's anti-Hindu. She's pro-Muslim.
No.
Now let me make a point.
She's
here.
the chief minister for the people of Bengal.
Yeah, she's not. She's not the chief minister.
She's
Even the
the
women
chief
of
minister
Bengal
for
are
the people
fed
of
up with her. Now listen to me. My
We'll
question
see in
is,
the next election.
you said how did they enter? I'll tell you why they entered. Because on the 21st of July 2024, Mamata Banerjee said all these people are helpless people. And she said, if helpless people come knocking on the doors of Bengal, we will surely provide them shelter. Why? How does she know these people are
Sheikh
helpless?
Hasina is a murderer. And she has been given...
Niladri, how does she
shelter
know
in
they're
India?
helpless?
Why?
They're infiltrators.
Arnab, Bengal has a history of sheltering people since the partition time onwards. In 47 also Bengal sheltered.
So then that's
Bengal
an
got the
admission
worst
to
brunt of it. In 71,
that's an admission.
In 71 also the Bengal was the worst affected because of the refugee crisis and because of the Bangladeshi people coming in.
Openly. Arnab, today the total border that Bengal shares with Bangladesh is 2216 kilometers, out of which 1647 kilometers have been completely fenced. Out of the remaining 80% of the land is river, it is mountains which cannot be fenced, but a small portion of about 100 odd kilometers.
Official record, only 48% have been
one
pushed
side,
back.
please.
Only 48% have been pushed back to Bangladesh.
Twin, audio.
Do you recall, Arnab, 3 years ago, the central government had passed a rule that the scrutiny, that the jurisdiction of BSF would be increased to 50 kilometers inside the border.
Yes, and
Who were the
inside of
biggest
that
opposers of that?
happening.
The TMC, because this would have unraveled all of their agents who were protecting illegal migrants through the fake Aadhaar card racket. Today there is some, the total border that Bengal shares with Bangladesh is about 2216 kilometers, out of which 1647 kilometers are completely fenced. Out of the remaining 550, 80% of the land is river, mountain, but some 100 odd kilometers we have not been able to fence because Mamata Banerjee...
It is the BSF who is in cahoots with the central government.
Just 1 minute, Niladri, Tuhin, just give me a moment.
It is about time.
Niladri, see, I'll tell you one thing. If you want to be a Muslim leader, if you are against the interests of my country, I will share some facts with you. See, what is happening in South Bengal is Mamata Banerjee wants to make South Bengal Muslim majority. She's almost succeeded. Mamata Banerjee's single-minded agenda is to make Hindus into a minority, Muslims into a majority.
Sheikh Hasina ko desh
Arnab,
se bahar
first of all, Muslims are also
Hasina ko
Indian.
desh se
Arnab, there are some
Muslims in
54
India are also
assembly
citizens of the country.
Yes.
Please don't polarize.
Did I say they are not citizens of the country? But these are not. Niladri, don't lecture me on polarization.
Please don't polarize.
Don't lecture me. They are Muslims are Muslims. No? Am I saying something wrong? No. But is South Bengal Muslim majority today? 1 minute. Niladri, is South Bengal Muslim majority?
Or not, there may be demographic
Is South
changes,
Bengal Muslim
but that
majority?
doesn't
Don't
mean
teach
that
me
Mamata
democracy.
Banerjee is
Is South Bengal Muslim majority?
There may be demographic changes.
Is South Bengal Muslim majority? Is South Bengal, is 24 Pargana Muslim majority?
Put words in my mouth.
No, I'm not putting any words in your mouth. I'm simply asking you, Mr. Get out of your, Mr. Niladri, get out. Listen to me. First of all, listen to me. Niladri, I'm not speaking over you. I'll talk to you in Bengali. বাড়ি থেকে বেরো, get out of your house. 30 কিলোমিটার হেঁটে যাও বা গাড়িতে যাও. Go 30 kilometers in a car or walking. Then ask anyone, এটা কি Muslim majority? Ask anyone, is this Muslim majority? People will say yes. So Mamata Banerjee's contribution to Bengal is she has made South Bengal Muslim majority. But when the infiltrators are thrown out, they won't be Muslim majority.
If there are legal Indian citizens, how does it
There is a
matter
legal
whether
problem.
they're
Yes,
Hindus
there
or
is a
Muslims?
legal problem.
How does it matter whether they're Hindus or Muslims?
How does it matter? Because they are not Indian. Because they are not Indian. That's why it matters.
Harmony. We have all lived in harmony.
They are not. Don't teach me harmony. Don't teach me harmony. They are not. They are not Indians. If they were Indian, I was fine. But many of them are infiltrators.
We are not concerned with infiltrators. But people, Muslims of India, they're citizens of the country. We have
Who
always
said
lived
they are
in
Muslims
harmony.
from India? These are Muslims from India. Are you mad?
I'm speaking for the Muslims of India.
Are
I'm
these
not speaking
Muslims
for the
from India?
infiltrators. I am not speaking
Atikur
about the
Rahman,
infiltrators, Arnab.
these infiltrators,
I'm not
are they
speaking
Muslims?
about the
Get me the
infiltrators.
windows
I'm
right,
speaking
Ati.
about the Muslims.
Are these Muslims from India or are they Muslims from Bangladesh? They are Muslims from Bangladesh. And I'll first tell me when the bite comes. Now the fact is, I will play a sound bite right now if it is ready. Yeah, when it comes, please let me know then. Don't confuse me before that. Now listen to me. Are these Muslims from India or from Bangladesh? These are Muslims from Bangladesh. These are not my fellow citizens. I will play you a sound bite of a lady called Arnab Biswas. I don't know if it is there. Then you should tell me you have it. I'm going to play a soundbite of Arnab Biswas. She's a prominent Trinamool leader from Chabbish Pargana, an area which Mamata Banerjee wants to make another Muslim majority area. She says, all the Bangladeshi people, don't worry. This is Zakir Hussein's constituency. If you are from Bangladesh, come to me. I will provide you. I will make Aadhaar card for you. I will create identity cards for you. So the Trinamool Congress is also building a identity card racket. Do you understand? Identity card racket, forging identification, helping foreign infiltrators, working against the interests of your country. Are you listening to me, Atik? Just because they are Muslim? The Muslim infiltrators have now exposed Mamata.
Arnab, as far as I know and my study goes, every political party and every political leader in Assam and in West Bengal have created their vote banks out of Muslims and also
anyway, what they have done in the past is not my concern. We have to pick up these Muslim infiltrators now and pick them up and throw them out. And we have to create a national movement for this.
Sure. So all infiltrators should go.
Thank you. That's all I want to know.
All infiltrators should go. They have no right in India to stay.
No. There were two sound bites. There is a sound bite of a Muslim infiltrator. Have I got that sound bite? Have I? These are the sound bites of the infiltrators. Please listen to them. Tariq Ahmed Lari, then I'll come to you. Play them.
আমরা ছিলাম কলকাতায়।
Can you play the full frame if you don't mind? Thank you.
কলকাতা বিভিন্ন জায়গায় থাকতাম, কাশীপুর।
আমরা কিভাবে এই রাজ্যে এসেছেন?
আমরা তো অ্যাকচুয়ালি পাসপোর্ট করে আসা হয়নি, ঠিক আছে?
হ্যাঁ,
পাসপোর্ট ভিসা করে আসা হয়নি আমাদের।
আপনারা এলেন কিভাবে এপারে?
আমরা এসেছি একমাত্র দালালের মাধ্যমে।
কলকাতায় এসে এখানে কত বছর ছিলেন?
2 বছর হলো।
এখন চলে যাচ্ছেন কেন?
এখন যেহেতু সরকার এটা বাধ্যতা করেছে, আর থাকা যাবে না।
যখন প্রবেশ করেন তখন কত টাকা দিয়েছিলেন?
তখন মোটামুটি 5-7 হাজার
দিয়েছেন। এখন কিভাবে যাবেন?
এখন তো সরকার আমাদের ফ্রি করে দিয়েছে, আমরা ফ্রিতে তার জন্য যেতে পারছি।
কোন পথে দিয়ে আমরা এসেছিলেন?
আমরা এসেছিলাম বনগা দিয়ে।
বনগা দিয়ে এসেছিলেন? এইখান থেকে এবার কিভাবে যাবেন? কোনো দালাল কি ধরেছেন?
না, এখন তো সরকার আমাদের পার করে দিচ্ছে, আমরা দেশে গেলে আমরা।
আপনাদের কাছে তো ভারতীয় টাকা আছে, এগুলোকে নিয়ে কি করবেন?
এখন ভারতীয় টাকা কি করব, যা আছে খেয়ে দিয়ে শেষ করে ফেলবো।
Gentlemen, I will play you one more soundbite. Are you listening to all this? तारिक अहमद लारी, क्योंकि ये मुसलमान हैं, हम इनको पनाह दे दें, मुसलमान हैं, इनको प्रोटेक्ट कीजिए. तारिक लारी, ऑडियो इंप्रूव कीजिए. आपकी ऑडियो क्लियर नहीं है. मैंने प्रोड्यूसर से 5 बार बोला है फिक्स करने के लिए. आप उनका ऑडियो ठीक कीजिए पहले. आतिक है, आतिक, प्रोडक्शन नाइटमेयर टुडे. आतिक, ऑडियो आप. आतिक अनम्यूट.
In West Bengal, the foe and
नहीं, ऐसे नहीं होता है आतिक. आतिक, आप बोल नहीं पा रहे. You're not being able to say anything today. You're not being. I can hear you loud and clear.
Yes, Arnab, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, Arnab, you mean to say that the Muslim vote banks have been created by Mamata Banerjee, but the 3 and 4 and 5 time BJP MLAs in West Bengal, they don't have a vote bank? They too have the vote bank.
Muslims are not voting for them.
You have to listen.
What argument is that?
If infiltrators are allowed to vote, it's not good on part of our democracy.
End of the matter. You've
Now,
confessed.
Tuin Sinha has accepted that since we have porous borders,
No, I don't want the rest.
Control it.
Yeah, so good. We are all in agreement. Tuin.
It's actually getting quite amusing, the kind of logic, one of the representatives from TMC perhaps, was sermonizing that we should live in harmony with illegal migrants. Imagine, the kind of skewed, the kind of flawed logic they are coming up with. But, I was going through some data, Arnab, because Bengal elections are close by. I was going through some data. Now, there are 54 assembly constituencies out of 294 where the population of Muslim today is beyond 50%, and out of which more than 50%, that is about more than 26 or 27 constituencies, this increase in Muslim population beyond 50% has happened in the last 2 decades, which clearly gives it out that this was a planned distortion to aid certain political forces. And finally, I have a problem with the attitude of Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee when they repeatedly give this impression to people in Bengal. And I'm assuming that the messaging is primarily to these illegal migrants when they oppose Waqf bill and make this fallacious statement that they will not allow it to be implemented in Bengal, when they have no business, when they are incompetent, when they have no authority to prevent its implementation, when they take a similarly confrontationist position on CA, when they similarly oppose SIR. Their whole messaging is towards illegal migrants and to some of these racketeers of TMC who have been facilitating their entry and providing them Aadhaar cards. But today when Abhishek Banerjee challenges that we will get 1 lakh people to Delhi, that is clearly not the language of anybody who believes in democracy. That is the language of Hussain Sarawardi. That is the language of Maulana Bhashani, who was responsible for the radicalization that you see in Bangladesh. If these people speak that language, I am openly challenging them on your show. Try your antics. You try bringing 1 lakh people to Delhi. First of all, there is no difference between Bengal and Delhi. They give this impression that Delhi is some alien land which is oppressing Bengal. This is how they nurture these illegal migrants in the country. And you try those antics. Not 1,000 people in Bengal are going to support you. Arnab, the biggest message from Bihar is very clear, that any party which panders to the interests of illegal migrants will be wiped out. The way RJD and Congress, who continuously invoked, continuously tried to propel Gen Z on the path of revolt. In fact, Bengal has a 27% population between 18
I want to play a soundbite of a Muslim man who says, I'm a Muslim man, I want an SIR. You're understanding the change in mood after the Bihar elections? Let's play it. A Muslim man in Bengal says, I'm a Muslim man in Bengal, I want an SIR. Listen to this.
এসআর হলে আপনাদের কোনো ভয় আছে? 200 বছর ধরে এখানে আছে, আমাদের কোনো ভয় নেই, আমরা চাই এসআর। তাহলে ভয়টা এসআর হলে আপনাদের কোনো ভয় আছে? 200 বছর ধরে এখানে আছে, আমাদের কোনো ভয় নেই, আমরা চাই এসআর। তাহলে ভয়টা এসআর হলে আপনাদের কোনো ভয় আছে? 200 বছর ধরে এখানে আছে, আমাদের কোনো ভয় নেই, আমরা চাই এসআর। তাহলে ভয়টা এসআর হলে আপনাদের কোনো ভয় আছে? 200 বছর ধরে এখানে আছে, আমাদের কোনো ভয় নেই, আমরা চাই।
That person says, I'm not afraid. I'm a Muslim, I want an SIR. Only Mamta Banerjee is afraid. Do you understand, Niladri? Mamta Banerjee is very afraid. She's going to be wiped out this time. Because
sorry, Arnab, I disagree with you.
The Bengali Muslims are not worried. The Bangladeshi Muslims.
Mamta Banerjee has clearly said
the Bengali Muslims don't have a problem. The Bangladeshi Muslims.
Disfranchised.
No, Subrashta.
March on to Delhi.
The Bengali Muslims, the Bangla Muslims have no problem. It's the Bangladeshi Muslims who she wants. It's the Bangladeshi Muslims who are now worried and they want to run back. There's a whole world of difference. It's getting complicated for us. Subrashta.
This SIR has...
Yes, Arnab, it is reminiscent. Arnab, it is quite reminiscent of the kind of migration that Assam has faced also in some districts. The whole idea of Khilonjia Muslims versus Bangladeshi Muslims, I think it's a similar script being played out in Bengal. And I'm really happy that Muslims from Bengal, who are not from outside, are actually laying claim to their land, to their heritage, and saying that we will not allow Bangladeshis to remain here, and that we are okay asserting our identity and even testifying it if in case it's needed for national identification purposes. I think this is a cue. Mamta Banerjee should actually take a cue and understand that the problem in Bengal is not Hindu-Muslim polarization. The problem in Bengal is about who is an Indian Muslim and who is not. It is as clear as daylight. The problem is, Arnab, that they have created a carefully earmarked constituency for Muslims alone. Now, the moment you start segregating these Muslims into who are from here and who are from outside, they start feeling the heat. I think this is where they need to fundamentally go back to the constitution, the preamble, and see we, the people of India.
Niladri, you're in trouble.
People of India, Bangladesh, and Pakistan.
Niladri, you're in trouble. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to have a look at the full report on the Infiltrators tapes, it is going to be on the Republic, all our CTV network channels as well.
Why SIR is not happening in Assam? Why SIR is not happening in Assam?
Well, because it's a different process there. What kind of a no? That's a really stupid question. Why, when NRC happens in Assam, what do you say then? Did the NRC happen in Assam?
Sheikh Hasina ko wapas bhejo. Sheikh Hasina ko wapas bhejo.
Well, SIR has been announced.
You don't publish the final rules of NRC.
There is a revision of the voter list in Assam announced today. Akhil, you don't know anything.
Not an SIR.
Well, there is a revision. What is an SIR?
She's a murderer.
Special revision is a form of SIR.
She's a killer.
It is a summary intensive revision or a special revision.
Well, I don't know. You want to play with words out here. Let there be a revision. As long as the Bangladeshis are thrown out, doesn't matter the process. Every Bangladeshi will be thrown out. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about Anil Ambani now. Anil Ambani. Who is Anil Ambani? He is the son of Dhirubhai Ambani. Anil Ambani is literally on the run. For the second time, this man, brother of Mukesh Ambani, has skipped the summons of the Enforcement Directorate. Basically, he's trying to indicate that he is not going to cooperate with the investigation after having been the central figure in the Anil Ambani scam. He's making all kinds of excuses. He says, I'll go virtually, I won't go physically. That's because Anil Ambani has begun to believe, I think, that he's going to be in jail, that he's going to be arrested. Would the Enforcement Directorate have given such a long rope to anyone else? I'm told there's going to be a third summons. But one thing is clear. The government in this case is not going to get away with just an impression it's going after Anil Ambani. It's actually going to have to nail him. And along with him, his entire ecosystem of support. Ladies and gentlemen, Anil Ambani now says that I can't come because my wife Tina Munim is not well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, these are simply excuses. Nobody would have gotten away with it so far to this extent. But Anil Ambani, having fooled a consortium of banks, having tried to blackmail his way, having got an ecosystem of support, and being the beneficiary of too much leeway in the NDA government, now seems to be realizing that public perception or maybe the pressure of Republic, he's not going to get away this time. Well, he shouldn't. But why he's not been arrested so far, one just cannot put two and two together. Let's debate.
Mumbai billionaire Anil Ambani has tried every trick in the book to give excuses and escape summons by Enforcement Directorate a second time.
First, it was the bank loan fraud scam in which Anil Ambani was being probed. Sources within the Enforcement Directorate now have indicated that Anil Ambani is being probed in a fresh case of FEMA. It turns out that a contract was given to a company linked to Anil Ambani. They had subcontracted it. Roughly about 40 crores of rupees was actually given for that particular contract. 38 crore rupees was already siphoned off. And it seems that the money was actually transferred to a related party. It turns out that several such cases are now being probed by the Enforcement Directorate, and it is no longer limited to just the bank fraud case.
The summons in connection with the Jaipur-Ringus toll road project awarded to Reliance Infrastructure in 2010. Investigators allege 40 crore rupees meant for the project was diverted through shell companies in Surat and routed to Dubai via Hawala routes. A search against Reliance Infrastructure and the Anil Ambani group revealed that 40 crore was allegedly siphoned off from this highway project. But like each time, Anil Ambani has palmed off the responsibility to his employees. Spokespersons for the Anil Ambani group claim the FEMA case was 15 years old pertaining to a road contractor, adding that Reliance Infrastructure awarded an EPC contract for building the JR toll road in 2010. They claim this was purely a domestic contract with no foreign exchange component involved whatsoever. There are contradictions in the claim made by the Anil Ambani group, while claiming he was not involved in the day-to-day affairs, a tactic he's used even during 2G. Anil Ambani had admitted to the crisis and had said there was crisis faced due to ILNFS and that he wanted to exit the lending business. These were documents accessed by Republic TV. In the course of our reporting, we had earlier debunked Anil Ambani's theory. The RCFL and RHFL lenders meeting minutes showed how the funds were diverted to group entities of the Anil Ambani group. A no-show for a second time has put Anil Ambani under the scanner. Is he fearing an arrest, which now looks imminent?
Should have been arrested by now. I mean, this is really absurd. Santosh Mehrotra, I think this is getting embarrassing for the government. He's just saying, I can't come, I'm not going to come, I'm going to come virtual, I won't come at all, my wife's not well, I'm not going to come, I'm not in Mumbai, I'm in Delhi. But he had a 7-hour meeting with his lawyers yesterday in Mumbai, I'm told 7-hour meeting he had with his lawyers, and then he said, I'm not going to come, I'm not going to come. Someone's told Anil Ambani that you're going to be arrested, so he's avoiding it. Sushil Kedia, what do you think? Time to arrest him, set the system right, make amends, put him in his place.
Arnab, I won't be the best person to judge whether he should be arrested or not. It is the ED's prerogative to display openly a desire for a warrant against him in criminal law. Currently, the case is FEMA is a civil law. And anybody who's accused of so many things will be scared to go to the ED office.
No, what do you mean scared to go to the office? He's not, if he doesn't make himself available, he's decided not to cooperate, then he's got to be arrested immediately. Santosh Mehrotra, 67-year-old Anil Ambani, missing his second summons, and Sushil shares he's probably scared.
So he's not.
So every person who's going to be arrested is going to say, I'm feeling scared.
He's not going to be arrested.
So I'm not going to cooperate.
ED will have to go to the court under a criminal law to issue a warrant, and maybe he's playing the game.
He's been given summons. He's not complying with the summons. Nobody's playing a game with him. ED is not playing a game with him. This is crazy. Santosh Mehrotra, question tonight. Should he be arrested? We're hearing non-bailable warrant may be out against Anil Ambani tomorrow. Yes, please. Santosh Mehrotra, this is going to become big right now because he's on the run. Then he's going to be literally on the run.
No, obviously we've got to prevent him from being on the run. And it's absolutely critical that the pressure mounts now. And it's just not enough to keep sending him summons. And it may well be that the interrogation might have to be done in the form of custodial interrogation. So that doesn't mean that he's arrested. It can be custodial interrogation.
No, I mean,
what's
arrested
the
and all,
problem
he's
with
got to
that?
be, if he goes in with the ED, he's going to be inside for a long time. He's going to be inside for a long time. PK Basu, will a common man be allowed to skip summons saying, my wife's not well, I'm not feeling good, I've got big lawyers, I'm from the Ambani family? PK?
Well, the net is closing around Anil Ambani. The ED summons are in a criminal matter. The FEMA summons that he has skipped twice are in a civil matter. So in a civil matter, it's a little more difficult to arrest somebody. But the FEMA matter is linked to the ED matter. There was a diversion of funds allegedly through the Hawala route. Therefore, he violated FEMA. So if he is in the right, he should come to FEMA and give his deposition, give his evidence to exonerate himself. But if he isn't doing it, then there is a growing presumption of guilt. He is creating a presumption of guilt by skipping these summons, not
Viewers, this man,
no,
1 minute, it's much more than 12,600 crores. Forensic audits, fund diversion, circular transactions, loans disbursed before sanctions, yet none of the banks have declared fraud. The problem is, the feeling is among the banking system, if Anil Ambani gets arrested, a lot of heads of banks are also going to be arrested. This is the reality. A lot of heads of banks are also going to be arrested because they're complicit with it. Companies with no employees, negative net worth, common directors, RPL Solar Power, WorldCom Solutions, granted crores in corporate loans, Reliance Home Infra, no due diligence, no proper KYC verification either. It's a fraud. It's a fraud, Satya. Common man will never be protected in a situation like this. Everyone's looking to the Modi government.
Arnab, if you see the predicate offense here is FEMA violation and subsequently money laundering offense being investigated, the ED giving the summons does not compel the ED to arrest, because as you see,
there's no compelling anyone to arrest, but you've got to arrest influential man out there, fix the entire system, got to have custodial interrogation of such a person.
Because as long as he's in India, where ED can even go to his home to actually do an investigation.
Yeah,
and
really? Is that the leniency?
all the powers.
Is that the leniency shown to the common man? Is that the leniency shown to a common man when a 55-year-old farmer has to commit suicide because of pressure from banks?
The law provides.
This is going to be huge tonight.
The due process.
No, what due process is there for a common man who forced to commit suicide because of pressure from loan retrieval agents? No, Santosh. PK Basu, the system is showing a lot of leniency to Anil Ambani. That's not good. It's looking suspicious.
Well, you see, I mean, it's important to understand that the case is proceeding.
No, who the hell is Anil Ambani to be taking a chance like that? Who the hell is Anil Ambani to be saying, I'm not going to come today, I'm going to come through video conferencing. I'm going to be sitting in the Bahamas and do video conferencing for all I care. I'm still going to be seen to be complying. What about the cross-border diversion of funds from SBI to China and to the UK? This is our money. This is our money. I do not understand this.
Now, you said that SBI, that bank, that heads of banks will roll. Now, the issue is that these were loans given in 2010. The management
doesn't matter when the man is on the loose.
So management.
Do you want to see an image of Anil Ambani?
There should be no reason why the current bank management.
No, I think there's a feeling growing tonight.
15-year-old,
PK.
15-year-old.
PK, the feeling growing tonight is this, that corporate India is going to be shaken up if Anil Ambani is arrested. And we can't afford to upset corporate India. It's the feeling, oh my God, Anil Ambani arrested. Can you imagine how big that is going to be? Shaman has breaking news. Shaman.
We've had a number of previous cases.
Shaman.
Well, Arnab, the latest details that I've got is that they're examining the response that has come in from Anil Ambani, where he says that his wife is unwell and that is the reason why he's not responding to it. In fact, this will not go down well for Anil Ambani, primarily because 2 summons have already been issued. It leaves the ED with the option of moving the court tomorrow, basically indicating that Anil Ambani hasn't been cooperating and they could very well push for a non-bailable warrant. Let me also tell you that not just a PMLA case, the FEMA case has also been registered here, and they do have the option of converting this case further. So it is not going to be limited to just a bank fraud case, but a Foreign Exchange Violation Act case has already been registered, which would mean more trouble for him, because it seems that there is another case that is likely to be registered against Anil Ambani.
No, but then if that is the case, all the cases, where is he? Where is he, by the way, Shravan?
Well, in fact, he is very much in the national capital. That's
so he's
what
come to the national capital because he's taking a chance. He's trying to see how hard it gets for him.
Well, he wouldn't have much options left, because if he continues doing so, this gives enough room for the enforcement director to move the court, which is exactly what is going to happen if he does not respond to any of the summons.
Santosh, Sushil, it's getting tough. Sushil, Satya.
See, the very fact is he nailed it down very well. Shravan nailed it down very well. The next stage is to go to the court. And I think the game both sides are playing is Anil Ambani wants to see ED's hand. What do they tell the court on which grounds they want him arrested? FEMA is a civil case. Court can pass a stricture that you attend their investigation. Otherwise, you will be arrested. And he's suspecting that he walks into the office and there will be another PMLA case under which they'll grab him. So he wants to read.
So why should he be given special treatment?
No, you're absolutely right, Arnab. He should not be given.
Anil Ambani wants to know. Anil Ambani wants
special
to know before he
treatment?
gets arrested. Anil Ambani
I'm saying,
wants
who
to
the hell does Anil Ambani think he is?
Arnab,
To be playing the system, you get a summons, you appear. If you fear that when you're there, you're going to have another case slapped on you and you're going to be arrested, well, that's what every person goes through.
So let Anil Ambani think who the hell he is.
I don't know, who the hell does he think he is? I'm asking you.
Let him think who the hell he is.
Who the hell does he think he is?
He may think whatever.
He may think whatever. I want to say there's a common man on one side and Anil Ambani on the other.
No, whether a
Oh no, he's not a common man. Then who the hell is he?
Arnab, the law provides for the due process.
I'm sorry, no it doesn't. I'm sorry. We're going to have to be as unforgiving as we are with a common man. And we are unforgiving with a common man.
For protecting the common man, Arnab, you brought out a good point. Without bankers conniving.
I'm sorry, then arrest all the bankers, I don't care.
Yeah.
Arrest the bankers, arrest Anil Ambani. Shake up the system.
Fill up a truck of people involved in this big scam. Just making a celebrity out of Anil Ambani.
Nobody's making a celebrity out of him. He wants to be a celebrity. Nobody thinks he's a celebrity. He's just another businessman. Now the question is, what happens here now? What happens? People are watching now. People are beginning to comment on social media and everywhere now. Santosh.
What will happen is that he will continue to drag it out until he has to be arrested. So the point that you're making, well, it's hard for me to say. He will obviously drag it out as much as possible, because the less time he gives for investigation.
Okay, how much time? But he can't be allowed to game the system, no? Got to lock him up.
I agree with you. So he has to be held without actually being arrested. The interrogation can be custodial. No, he can be released after that. If the ED and the banks and everyone come together, they have to come together to interrogate him, because there is a multiplicity of cases which are interlinked. And there are a multiplicity.
Well, I don't know how people feel about it. I don't think the people of India are feeling good about this. I want to say this tonight. If you're wrapping this up on the screen, I want to say one thing. How do you feel about it? This is not right. Anil Ambani getting such a long rope is not good. And the nation wants to know why we're getting a feeling that this man is getting a tremendous long rope. I don't think you would get such a long rope, would you? Would you be allowed to ignore audit red flags? Would you be allowed to take loans through shell companies? Would you be allowed to skip summons? You wouldn't. Then who the hell is Anil Ambani to be allowed to do all that and get away? We'll talk about that and more On the other side tonight, some more harsh truths. Please come back.
Time for a quick breather.